They've conditioned you to share everything. You're told to be honest about your fears, to share your insecurities and open up, to name your dreams out loud, as if that alone will make them real. But the moment your ambitions leave your mouth, you become vulnerable, open to judgment, open to sabotage, and open to manipulation. People use what you give them, not always out of malice, but out of instinct, jealousy, competition, fear. Speak your intentions too early, and they will find ways to undermine you before you even begin. Just look around you. Everyone talks. Mental health trends and therapy culture have made constant expression a virtue. Silence is seen as repression. Privacy is something that must be invaded for others to feel safe. People post their traumas before they've healed. They boast about their goals before they've even taken a step. They overshare in the name of healing, unaware that the wrong listener turns confession into leverage. No one guards their reality anymore, and in their comfort, they become readable, predictable, weak. This world does not reward transparency. Instead, it seems to punish it. This lesson is about the art of concealment, a Sith cloak of deception to improve your status and move in silence without revealing your plans for victory. When you learn to control what others see, you begin to control what they believe. And belief is power. Make sure to listen to the end for some practical steps you can use in your daily life. Part 1. Conceal your intentions. Never forget, your goals are seen as threats to others, not because they hate you, but because they fear what your success means for their comfort. Reveal your plan too early, and it invites resistance. Reveal your desires, and they will be used to bait, distract, or sabotage you. The weak fear the unknown, so they pressure you to explain yourself. What are you working on? Why are you spending so much time doing that? Why haven't you been around lately? But you do not have to answer these questions. What they want is access. What they want is a way to predict your moves. Because if they can predict you, they can control you. The Sith thrived not through brute force, but through subterfuge. For 1,000 years, we hid in plain sight. Sidious wore the mask of a chancellor. Plagueis wore the mask of a diplomat. While the Jedi slept, believing what they saw, the dark side festered beneath every handshake. You must do the same. You put on a smile, you nod, you make light conversation. Let them believe you are content, bored, confused, and safe. Meanwhile, build alliances behind closed doors. Move your resources when no one is watching. Let their eyes follow the version of you that no longer exists. Part 2. Always say less than necessary. True power speaks less, not because it has nothing to say, but because it chooses its words like a blade. Deliberately, with purpose, without waste. Most people speak without thinking. They talk to soothe their own anxiety. They ramble to prove they're not stupid. They fill silence with noise, unaware that they are slowly unraveling their own advantage. But you are not most people, my apprentice. You are learning to use silence as a weapon, and your words as precision tools to cut through the minds of the masses. Speech must be treated as currency, valuable when rare, worthless when common. When you speak sparingly, people are forced to create their own versions of you in their minds. They imagine you know more than you actually do. They believe your stillness hides strategy. They decode your silence, and in doing so, reveal far more about themselves than you do about you. This is the paradox of the power within silence. When you speak less, you gain more. But know this. Silence is not always the answer. Silence can unsettle. In the presence of superiors, it can seem defiant or suspicious. In certain rooms, ambiguity may be seen as incompetence. Sometimes, a vague comment can be interpreted in ways you never intended, and those misinterpretations can be dangerous. There are times when it is wiser to perform, talk, and entertain. To play the part of the agreeable fool while the real plan unfolds behind your eyes. You speak without speaking. You say everything and nothing. You remain unreadable, even while moving your lips. So here is the true discipline. Learn to think before you speak, not out of fear, but out of mastery. Ask yourself, does saying this serve my strategy? Does this sentence protect or expose me? Train this daily. In every conversation, every interaction. Let others rush to speak. Let them babble, justify, confess, explain. Because the more you say, the more they know. And the less they know, the more power you hold. Part 3. Practical application. Power is not gained through brute force alone. It is crafted through habit, through small, deliberate compounding acts, repeated until they become second nature. Here are 3 practical ways to begin embodying this discipline. Number 1. Cloak your ambition. Do not reveal the depth of your ambition. Whatever you are building, keep it beneath the surface. If you are learning something new, keep it concealed. If you're working on a promotion, pretend to move with the current, not against it. Let your progress be visible only in hindsight. Deception does not require lies. It requires layers, truths wrapped in misdirection. Do not deny your goals, but disguise them behind distraction, behind routine, behind the familiar. Number 2. Speak with precision, or not at all. Pause before speaking. Let the silence stretch. In that silence, others will reveal themselves. When you speak, do it with intention. Let every word serve a purpose, or let it remain unspoken. Remember, words have power in your life, so be careful what you speak into existence. Number 3, let others explain themselves. When you must speak, ask. Ask broad, open-ended questions, then remain silent. Let them fill the silence with their own thoughts, their own doubts, their own confessions. Most people are not trained to guard themselves. They crave clarity and they fear misinterpretation. So they explain and explain until they bleed information. In that spiral, you find patterns. You discover what they fear. That is your leverage. If this holocron resonates with you, please like and subscribe so I can bring you more powerful Sith lessons.